Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. I've got a good one for you today. We've got a small business stimulus update, some news that I'm sure you'll enjoy, and we've got a couple of cool grants that are about to be announced, and I wanted to get you guys on these early so you can get into it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please hit the bell notification so you can get notified of everything. Plus our last video, which was the video on grants for individuals, which is on, how to get help for friends, colleagues, family members, anybody you know across the country that needs help. I compiled every different resource program out there for you guys right now for them to get help, whether it be food, utility payments, rent, mortgage assistance, whatever, it's all in there. So let's get into it. First things first, as far as small business stimulus, they've been going back and forth, and Nancy Pelosi recently issued a 48-hour ultimatum saying that stimulus had to be worked out within 48 hours or else. That way a deal could be struck between now and Election Day. Here's a quick little snippet that she offered.
Have an agreement, we can come to negotiation, and we can do it now. What's the difference, a few days, except that we could have it before the election, which we want it as soon as possible. And I certainly want it because I don't want to have to be sweeping up after this dumpings of this elephant as we go into a new presidency in a few short months.
Now, again, all we care about is one thing, is we care about offer and acceptance. It's just like any other business deal. The thing about this is that the Republicans are now putting together the mini package again. The Democrats have between 1.6 and 2.2 trillion dollar package that they've been talking about. And again, if they don't put something together that they both agree on, the Democrats want a lot of testing issues, whether it be for cities, money for cities, money for counties, and money for states. There's going to be no deal. You're going to have two sides that are going to basically both make these recommendations, and nothing's going to come of this. So I issued that video 2 weeks ago that was 5 things that could happen, and unless we get both sides together, there's going to be nothing. Now, Steve Mnuchin, Secretary of the Treasury, and Nancy Pelosi spoke tonight for about an hour, and let's see if anything came of that, because she wants more money for testing. She issued the 48-hour demand, which, again, I hope something comes together because people are suffering and we need this. And again, if you know anybody that needs help right now, reach out to your representatives and ask them for the help right now, because they're in their office. They're all their workers are there. They're trying to get elected again, and for the House of Representatives, different senators, I don't care what side you're on, they're in their office. And if you haven't gotten the pandemic unemployment, or you need help, or anybody that could use help, refer them to that. I gave you all the information in that last video, and check it out. Now, here's a great story I brought up a few weeks ago, and that was, there was a rapper here in California by the name of Fontrell Baines. Fontrell Baines sang a song called EDD and released it on September 10th. Now, I've been educated on the YouTube game, and I can't play this song for you because it could be copyright claimed by Mr. Baines. Mr. Baines goes by the stage name of Nuke Bizzle. Now, first things first, this guy applied for $1.2 million worth of fake EDD claims using identity theft and using other people's addresses, allegedly, or iAllegedly. And needless to say, cashed over $700,000 worth of EDD claims, because here in California, they send a debit card to people. The debit card can go to the ATM and you can pull the money out. Pretty simple. Anyways, Mr. Baines, and first things first, Fontrell Baines, the guy changed his name for rap. That's a great name. I mean, that is like, if you were a screenwriter and you're trying to come up with a name, Fontrell Baines, I mean, that's like Denzel Washington. I mean, that's like a strong name. Fontrell Baines. I don't know who told him to change his name to Nuke Bizzle. I hate the name Nuke Bizzle. It reminds me of I have a family member that loves like wrestling in the South. It reminds me of like one of those wrestlers in the South. Nuke Bizzle, fighting out of the Carolina League. I mean, it's crazy. Anyways, Mr. Bizzle, Nuke Bizzle, came up with this rap song, and it's a classic. He had claims and lines in the song. I'm not a good rapper, so I'm not going to sing this for you, but claims like, you got to sell cocaine, I just got to file a claim, which I thought was beautiful. He's a Memphis native, living in Hollywood Hills, and our EDD, which is the Employment Development Department, is who he's accused of defrauding. And when they found him, first things first, this guy on his Instagram would show him with stacks of money and, committing, heinous crimes. Another line that I love this one was, I just get rich off the EDD. I woke up to 300 G's. Now, again, the guy filmed his crime. The guy sang about his crime. And he is facing indictment. He's been arrested, and he's got real problems. And when they, he got $700,000 in cash. When they found him, he had 8 EDD debit cards and other people's names in his possession, which I don't know why you'd have somebody else's debit card. So Mr. Baines, Mr. Bizzle, he's got a lot of problems. So let's get into it. Just like sharing current events and current news with you guys. Here's a couple of the grants. These are coming back. These are very good. And take a look at these and share these with your friends and colleagues.
Barclays is a bank. This bank is having a program where small business big wins. They're giving away $50,000. And this is designed to help small business during these tough times. It's a very cool grant program. The application process is very, very simple. Fill it out, basic information about you, your company, what you guys do, and you tell your story. And they're giving $50,000 for this. Share your website, share your company, your address, what you guys do, okay? Basic information, send a story, upload it, tell your story, 500 words or less, which is a great thing to get to have, to basically tell people what you guys do and tell the story of your business and why they should give you this money. They're giving it to somebody, like I always say, it should be you. Now, the LISC, L-I-S-C, Small Business Grant Program is coming back again. This is a great program, comes around, goes, and basically, I said that there's 2 grants in this video. There's basically 3. You've got the LISC grant, which you can start applying for next week on October 26th, and it goes through mid-November for the application process, but this is completely national. Any small business can sign up for this. October 26th to November 2nd, and they also have programs for regionally. And this is great because there's a lot of money in this program. So take a look at this, fill this out. On October 26th, the grant program's coming back for LISC. Now, the LA Regional Fund, same thing. This thing's closed right now, but it opens on October 26th as well. So get ready for this. Look at this microloans. If you have business under $100,000 a year, you can get $5,000. If you do between $100,000 and $1 million, you get $15,000. You can get $15,000 and above if you do $1 million in business. This is great. Plus, they also have a New York grant that's coming back. So if you know anybody in any small business can apply for the LISC grant. Then you've got Los Angeles. Now you also have New York. Good luck. Somebody's getting this money.
Well, I'm glad I could get you caught up on those and get those out to you prior to the opening date. So they're going to open on the 26th, and the Barclays grant you can fill out for immediately. Please, we're going to go back to one thing, and that is be kind to one another. In this election cycle, it has gotten out of hand that people are rude, mean, and it's just terrible, okay? Good luck to everybody. During this time, it's very sad. Over 8 million people during the pandemic have been considered to be in the poverty level or dropped into the poverty level during this time. That's horrible right now. And I, for one, am one of the believers that this is going to get worse before it gets better. So again, good luck to all of you. Search for all these grants, search for all these resources. They're out there. Share this video and that last video especially with everybody you know that could use this help. Good luck to you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Join our email list, the link's below. Thank you so much. Okay? Good luck to everybody, and I will see you very soon.